Happy New Year, everyone. It is January 1st, 2025, and making progress in my life somewhat. I finally got my own private room. My daughter is currently watching Miss Rachel. So, um, to start off the new year, I guess I could say that we are repainting this room that used to be my uncle's room, red and black and everything. I don't have a problem with these colors, but it's not what I like to have as my overall background, and it makes it feel really dark when I'm crocheting. So today I'm gonna be moving stuff out of the room because I have been living in this room for a few months, but I'm now like trying to get it repainted to something more lighter. But I have to pack up all the stuff that's on my desk, that's on my one shelf, so I can move the shelf. I'll probably have to move the clothes out of my dresser so that way I can move the dresser out. We're gonna try to like keep most of the big stuff in the center of the room so that way we could paint the room. It's not a very big room, so a lot of it's gonna have to get moved out, but I hope that you enjoy this video. I don't know if there's gonna be much crocheting just because it's more of seeing how the room turns out, and after that I could finally get back into crocheting. I have been crocheting, I just haven't really like videoed about it. So once I get all this done, which will probably take a few days, I have today, tomorrow off, work a day. I took the weekend off, so then I have another 2 days off, and then I work 2 days, and then I get another 2 days off. So I got plenty of time to get this room situated and get back into crocheting, and I hope that you guys will join me in on this. I haven't really talked about my situation much, but I am technically a single mom. Her dad and I ended things really peacefully. I didn't want to live in the house, so I chose to move back in with my grandparents. I was adopted by my grandparents, so this is like my childhood room technically, and it's nice to be back in here in a way. Life isn't easy. I also lost my transmission in my car that's only like 5 years old. It 2019. Well, now it'd be 6 years old this year. But that really set me back in finances because I still owe like just under 20K on this car because I got it literally not even 3 years ago. I got it when my daughter was only a few months old, and it cost me like 6 grand. So I'm really hoping that I can pay off all or at least a good chunk of my debt, like small debt, so that way all that I have left is my car. But I am hoping for the best. I mean, even to start off the new year, I chopped my hair to where the color is gone. In the last video, you probably noticed that my hair was very colorful, and I chopped it all off because I want to grow my hair out again. And I dyed my hair so much that even if they colored it back to the natural hair color, it probably would have faded out. So yeah, starting the new year completely fresh. And I hope you guys get to join me on anything that I can accomplish this year. I really hope that what I have planned in mind for the next year will really work out. I do know that I got accepted to one craft show in September, so already starting off great this year. I am looking forward to it. But I'm not going to show you this room. This room is complete chaos. I mean, but anyways, I'll show you the next step here. So I got the room taped. I sanded all the spots where I filled in holes, except I forgot that my desk was covering up some holes, and so I had to move my desk and fill those in. So this will probably be the last wall that we do today, but we are going to try to do one layer of paint. Tonight, my boyfriend is coming over to help paint the room. And that's why the TV's still up, because him and my grandpa are gonna get this down so that way we can paint this wall. But everything is right in the center of my room, although the rest of my stuff is like in the living room. This is just my desk. Technically my futon bed / couch. It actually works out really well. Once this room's done, I figured I'd show everybody how I got it all set up. And got a nice snowy view. Started snowing today. What Michigan has been pretty bipolar. It's winter, then it looks like spring, then it's winter again. So, but now is the waiting game, and hopefully get painting here in the next couple hours. So it is day number 2 when it comes to painting, and we finally finished painting the walls. I am so excited. I have been waiting for this day for a while. I mean, unfortunately we got all this stuff, and I am currently painting the ceiling fans. My grandma, because this is my grandmother's house, she has the ultimate decision on what exactly she wanted the color of the room, but we came to an agreement, and I originally started painting the ceiling fans with the same color as the wall, which was boring. Even I acknowledged it was boring. So my grandma's gonna pick up some paint to have me do the last layer, because they originally were black. So this paint actually helped kind of lighten it up. So she's going to grab a green paint for me to do the last layer with, and then we're going to put those up once those dry. But the unfortunate part is I have to work tomorrow before I get my 2 vacation days. So I will probably have to stay at my mom's house in order to sleep somewhere tonight. And luckily my mom actually has a house in the very town that I work in. So it actually works out perfectly fine. So I'm just waiting for her to respond back to make sure that everything's okay at her house to where I can stay the night. I don't know if she might have any guests. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow when I officially get this room put back together. Day number 3. And I just got home not long ago, but my grandpa was nice enough to do the second layer and final layer of paint on my ceiling fan. So my boyfriend is on his way. So when he gets here, we're going to kind of put the room back together. And I was hoping to get new shelves for my yarn, but I am unfortunately not able to do so at this moment because of the fact that it is out of stock in store and online. So I am waiting to get a notification that it's back in stock so I can buy myself some new shelving for my yarn, because I think it'll look a lot nicer in this room. I'm trying to update everything in a way. But anyways, time to get this room situated. It is day 4, and I found a store about 40 minutes away that has the shelves that I want. So I put in an online order, and I just got the notification that they are ready. So that's why I didn't put my shelf back up. So I got yarn piled up over here. I even got more like in my grandma's room. So I have to go get those so I can build them and put them where I want to put them. But I also need to put away the bed too, back to its couch form. But I just kind of have random stuff all over the place. We got my cutting mats up. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I sew. So you might see me sew some things in the future, not just crochet. But anyways, let's go shopping. Putting together a shelf, and this fell apart. It is day 5 and my room is completely done. So I figured I'd show you around. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm completely done because there's still like a few little items on my desk, but I'm done. Everything's right where it's supposed to go. And I figured I'd give you a little tour since this room isn't very big. And hopefully from now on I can just concentrate on crocheting and filling up my shelf whenever I need to. So here we go. Welcome to my room. So not a whole lot. I have my supply of nail stuff.
I really need to redo my nails. I haven't done it in a while. But I got my daughter's art set up with all her puzzles and coloring books and whatnot and her little desk. And then I just bought this at TJ Maxx. I found it for like $30 and I needed a spot for my zippers, so I put my zippers in there. But I also have my stash of candy because my grandpa really likes to dig into my chocolate, so I separated based on chocolate and like non-chocolate items. And then I also found this organization thing at TJ Maxx as well. So I bought this, and I just have my little Mr. Coffee thing, my cups and whatnot. And then my little bit of stuff that I still have to figure out what to do with. And my cute cat that I bought at TJ Maxx like a month or two ago. I could not resist getting him. My desk, the usual. And my brand new shelf. I am so excited. I love it. Got my fabric down here. A little bit of fabric there. And then just all my yarn. I hope I organized it the best that I can. And then these guys, my little swinging animals. If you were here at my previous video, you know that I was thinking about doing a tutorial for this. Now that I have my private room and all my yarn organized and whatnot, I can finally start doing tutorials. It may not happen on the desk because there really isn't much space now that I put that on there. I mean, unless I could find a way to put that somewhere else. It might have to be with a table because I bring out a folding table and set it up right here while my bed is folded up in a couch, and that's how I sew. So maybe when I do my tutorials, I'll lay something over the table and do my tutorials that way. But in that corner is obviously my little mirror, but I have my daughter's Spidey and Friends chair, and underneath it is a toy box and a couple of her big things that can't really fit in there. Her art easel thing. I don't know if any one of you have had this as a kid. I did, with the dry erase board, and then there's a chalkboard on the other side. And then also her little mini washing machine and dishwasher. She loves helping with loading up the laundry, the dishes, everything. So when my mom found these, she thought it would be the perfect Christmas gift for my child, and it is. She loves playing with this. And then obviously my closet, which has my clothes, my dresser, things like that. And if you're wondering, my daughter also received a giant fish. So that is why I have a giant fish. I would put it up here, but I don't think it's going to fit right up there. So giant fish just goes there. And I fit all my bedding right behind here. So I have a mattress topper that has like a blanket almost acting like a sheet of sorts. It's rolled up, and then I fold up my mattress and put my pillows on top of there and everything. These technically aren't going to stay in here. I have to put those away somewhere. They're pretty much going to be for springtime because the comforter is enough as is. I would put it in my closet, but my uncle still has stuff in there, so that is why pretty much everything that's going on in there isn't to its full potential until he gets the rest of his items and I can take advantage of it. But anyways, my laundry. No one wants to see my laundry. I also got my sewing machine down here. But that is all I have for my room. I am like loving the color coordination up here. I did not do it so much with all of this, but I'm enjoying the view, and that's all that matters. So this will be your view probably from here on out when you see my videos, but I'm hoping to make this a regular thing. So since today is Sunday, I think I'm just gonna post this video. Yeah, it wasn't that exciting. You kind of just saw clips of my room go from red and black to like very light gray and then turn into what it is now. But I am hoping that by the next video I can show you what I've made that I have not recorded this whole time. I've just been crocheting and doing commissions
So I think the next video is just going to be what I've made the past year and then whatever else I work on in this next week. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And like I said, I do plan on doing a tutorial for some of these guys. I do have multiple different little animals. There is one that I never made multiples of. I only have this one, and I figured I'd show him. It's a blue jay. I thought he was the cutest little thing, but I did not write down how I did the color change and everything. So I am probably going to have to recrochet this little guy and actually write down what I did for him. But the rest of them are pretty easy for the most part because they're all the same base pattern. I figured what I'll do is I'll do a tutorial and maybe have a written pattern available to buy as a way to support me, and also so that way you can have a physical copy. I will say that if I do a pattern for you to buy, I personally do not like making my patterns extravagant with all sorts of graphics, because I know that for some, they can't really like use a bunch of color in their printer. I know like for those who don't have that great of a printer, it's expensive to just refill ink all the time when you're buying a bunch of patterns. So I figured that I will probably keep my patterns black and white, simple as can be, and I might just have the color of possible pictures to depict what's going on. But hopefully with the videos you wouldn't really need too much guidance. If I list my patterns on Etsy, or I know that there's another place called Ko-fi. I think that's how it's pronounced, Ko-fi. Ko-fi. And then that way I'll leave a little note on there that if they found this pattern on the website and they're having trouble, that there is a free YouTube video to go based off of. Yes, that could deter people from actually buying the pattern, but I also don't mind having a free version and then a paid version. I believe that the paid version for me would be just to like a tip of sorts for providing a pattern. But I'm hoping to develop other little patterns too, just because I've thought about when I do craft shows this year to do like crochet kits. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to do that, but if I do, then obviously I got to start creating little patterns. But for now, that's all I got as my pattern. I have the eagle, I have the mallard duck, the chick, but I believe the chick is very popular. There is plenty of people out there that do the chick, so I may not do a video on that one. But then obviously the blue jay, which I have to redo and write down so that way I know what I'm doing. And I believe I did a raven, but it's a base pattern, so hopefully I could probably just make it into one video and then go to the patterns itself to do the rest. I don't know. You guys give me advice. I don't know much. I think I've only written like a couple other patterns. I have provided like mosaic crochet patterns. But that is pretty much it. And I've also done like a baby dress. Like at the very beginning of my YouTube is a 0 to 3 month baby dress. And that's all I've done like pattern wise. And no, there's another one. I keep remembering all these different patterns that I've made. But I have done crocheted scrubbies, which that was actually my most popular video, was a beginner friendly crocheted scrubby. So I am so glad that I was able to be very helpful, because I know in those comments people like expressed how easy it was to follow with my video, and that's what I thrive for when I present beginner friendly videos, because I know a lot of people right now who want to learn how to crochet, and I am more than willing to provide that service in order to teaching them. So there is a chance I will be doing a series on how to crochet on my channel, but there was like one person in the Just Scrubby video that said that my video was too slow for them. And that is completely fine. It is not for everybody. Some people like that fast pace. But I know for many beginners, I do believe that it needs to be slower. So if you do go to my how to crochet videos, more than likely it is going to be very slow because I want people to really see and understand what they're doing when they crochet, because I love to crochet and I love to share this hobby with anyone that wants to learn it. So anyways, I have just been rambling on. I hope I haven't bored you guys to death by now. But anyways, I think I will start posting my videos possibly on Mondays, maybe the weekend. Not 100% sure. This is my first video of 2025, so we'll see how that goes. I might just do it on the weekend when I don't have my daughter and I can really concentrate on getting the video edited in whatever way possible. I'm not that great. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you next time.